Hi, I'm not yet dead, and welcome back to Shamrock Valley. Hi, I'm not yet dead, and welcome back. So, sound's working. Let's get on with it. So, welcome back. So yeah, it's been a little while since I've been on here. I've done a little bit of stuff in the meantime. So actually, let's see. I did do if you remember last time we baled and wrapped field 7. I've been and done field 2 as well, because I didn't see the point in doing things twice in the same 2 episodes. So I've been and finished that. They're all now not maturing, you know what I mean, they're turning into silage. And I've also done around the edge of field 1 with what tiny little bit of digestate and digestate from the BioGasPlant, because I sold some stuff in there overnight. Hey Titch. And also a little bit of slurry from the pig. So we're going to start off, we're going to finish spraying field 1, and then I think we might head down to field 38, which I'm still hoping will get warm enough today that we can plant it, because it's a bit late in the year, early summer, but I did want to put corn in it, so we'll take the risk. But yeah, it needs we'll try and give it another level of fertilizer before we plant it. So let's get cracking. How are you doing, Titch? Are you all right? Let's see. So we're just coming to field 1. See, I rather optimistically went down to the biogas plant. I took the manure from the cows at the very end of yesterday, and it produced about 8,000 litres of digestate. So frankly, it wasn't probably really worth driving all the way down there, but you know, every little helps, as they say. Right, so we'll just challenge is going to be spotting where we can do. So as you can see, got quite a few silage bales over in the next field. Whoa, stop. Oi, come back. So yeah, so we'll leave those for a day, and we've got a bit of a nice leftover pizza. Yum. I'm just having my afternoon cup of tea. Now then, looks like I've done that bit, so let's just try and be as accurate as we can with this. Yeah, so I had a bit of a choice really as to whether I do weeds or do a level of fertilisation, and I can't do both without a growth stage in between. So to be honest, we are going to get to the point where we're going to struggle to fit it all in, but we'll see how we get on. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. A bit tired. It's been a slightly manic couple of weeks at work, but yeah, so far touching an awful lot of wood. Whatever's wooden around me, a bit quiet today, so whoo. Oh no, wrong button, sorry. That one, that's the one we wanted. Come on then, tractor, let's crack on. Not waste it. So yeah, not too bad. Interestingly enough, it's not. Isn't that funny? So it's already changed the bit that I'd already done, despite the fact it's in the same game day, different session. So it's already not dark anymore, which is a bit weird, but never mind. But of course it won't take it because it's not gone through another growth stage yet. Try not to hit the fence, fingers crossed, or are we're gonna hit the fence? Okay. Well then, in that case, if you're going to be like that, oi, stop it, behave. Let's bring it up. Hopefully we'll get past the fence then. Oof, just. Yeah, so I was umming and ahhing whether to do this or No Man's Land, but actually figured I didn't get on here last weekend, so thought we'd come on here, do a bit more. I'll do a mix of on-screen and off-screen. I think I kind of want to get through Shamrock Valley now, concentrate on No Man's Land a little bit, and I've got a new series I want to start. So, but that will be time-lapse, not streamed, mostly, at least anyway. Just try something a bit different. But yeah, kind of fun. I'm sort of gonna keep umming and ahhing whether to do more things or just concentrate on finishing up what we got. Just be at the ready. Already done the edges, so that's okay. Which is that patch? Oh yeah, that's better. No, it didn't take it anyway. After all that, gonna hit the tree. Gonna hit the tree. It's not the easiest field in the world. Probably better off with a spreader actually rather than a spray. I kind of need the spray for the weeds. Thinking actually, Titch, we should get a group together and try the what's it called, the event map that came out this week. That looks kind of fun. We should do a bit of multiplayer sometime, see if anyone wants to join. Oh, I missed a bit, that was stupid. Damn. Why is it not going backwards? Oi, come on. Ooh, something funny's going on. Oh, have I managed to hit a worker? When did I do that? Go away, I don't want a worker. Some weird stuff going on. Weird stuff. Oh, not quite gonna hit it. That's annoying. Actually, that's not too bad. Yeah, there was the what was the other one called? Farming ball or something. I mean, I suppose it'd be worth a try just once. I'm less so fussed about that, but I have to say the event map does look kind of funny, even if it might be a bit short-lived. But it's got to be worth a go. That'd be quite a giggle. I think you can have. Well, obviously we can have up to 6 players, so I mean you could do that with 2 teams of 3, 3 teams of 2, or just a group of 4 individuals. Loads of different ways you could do it. Right, it's a tiny little bit more here. There we go. Hurrah! There we go, all done. Right, so that's this field done. Say I need to come back and do herbicide at some point. There's a few patches of weeds here and there, but probably more essential at this stage that we get all of the different phases of fertilisation in. Whoa, can't see. We'll still need another one at some point. And ditto on all the other fields, really. In fact, what we could do, I suppose, how about we go and fill this up first, and we go and get a worker on this on some of the other fields. Oh no, wrong button. That's the one I wanted. Yep, I knew you were going to jump out in front of me. Thank you. It's just like real life. I need to fill it up. I've run out of what I've got up at the yard. What have I got here? Is that herbicide or fertilizer? It's herbicide. Fiddlesticks. Okay. Let's just give him a buzz. Can you put me out a pallet of fertilizer, please? Have I got any other ones? Oh, I have. 3,200 for 2,000 litres. 3,200 for 2,000 litres. Wow, it's a CSA. What? I don't know. I don't know why that would be. It's fine then, isn't it? Doesn't make a difference. I've had some good mods come out this week as well, actually. Right, I have a feeling the front tank might still be full. Yep. Hang on, sorry. That again. Yep, it is. Cycle through, there we go. and filling. Ooh. I've left a lot of rubbish sitting around here. It's fine, we'll need that later. In fact, actually we can go out this way, can't we? I always forget. We can take the back route out to the fields. Field 3 and field 9 both need doing as well. And what we'll do, actually, mind you, we can actually have a look and see. My assumption is that we'll have enough slurry. Yeah, 24,000 litres. So I'm hoping that'll be enough to do at least one field. Mind you, it's not a lot, actually. It's not a lot at all. So clear that way. A bit tricky poking your head out of here. Oh, we're all right. Yeah, 24,000 litres isn't masses, but we'll get done what we can get done with slurry, and we can always finish off with a spray of fertilizer later on. As I said, I'm hoping that by a bit later on we'll have hit the 10-degree planting soil temperature that we need for corn. We're already at 8 degrees, it's only 10 in the morning, so fingers crossed by midday that should be alright. We just about squeezed it in last year, so I'm kind of hoping we'll be able to replicate that. And here we are, we're in the first growth stage, so we're alright. So I tell you what, let's come up here then, just pop out the cab a minute, unfold. Might go around the block, may as well, it's quite fun. And then we'll leave a worker to fill in the gaps. How many season days? This is only 3, so this is relatively short. So yeah, this is sort of quick seasons if you like. It's my first map that I've done with seasons on 19. So sorry, just thinking. Right, switch it on. Done. Yeah, I did and ah about doing it longer, but I've kept this one to 3. I think when we do when I put seasons on No Man's Land, I'll do that probably at 6, maybe even 9. I've never done seasons at mass number of days. I've always done it at 3. So but I think No Man's Land will be a bit of a long play, so I may as well take advantage of the extra time. I just don't get often enough to play, to be honest, to do too much. It'd take me ages to get anywhere. But yeah, and then I'm umming and ahhing with my new project whether or not I do with seasons or without. Not sure. Given that I'm probably going to put No Man's Land onto seasons, I may do it without. I did start actually a little bit of recording on the Valley of the Old Farm, but I've decided to can it for now. And I was going to do that with, I think, 6 day seasons, but that was going to be a long hard slog because I was going to do start from scratch, which would have been really difficult. I'm really slow. Yeah, I think that's it. And I don't think this one, I mean, I play this up, 3 days at times 5. Sometimes I have to knock it down to times 1. I mean, I've not got all of the fields. I haven't done it really big style. I just wanted to play the map a little bit. So, if I had more fields, then a few more days or running it at times 1 will be better. But that's the thing. So I think on No Man's Land, I probably want to try and play that a bit longer play. There'll still be so much. I mean, it probably won't be long now before I put seasons on, and there'll still be loads more fields to cut in and even just run it as a map. Then I'm still building it at the moment. I need to get some more landscaping and building done. Actually, I haven't done any of that for a while, so need to crack on with that. There's too many little jobs to do. Oh, yep, I had a feeling that was gonna catch. You swine, you're... Oi, don't roll backwards. Just cause it's a hill. Oh, wrong button. Oh, wasn't looking where I was pressing. Because I think they do, wasn't it when seasons first came out on 17, they said something like 6 days at times 15 was what they recommend, but I just find the days go too quickly. Even times 5 sometimes isn't quite enough. I've started to play No Man's Land more at times 1, which is better. I feel less rushed. But there's a balance between trying to get things done and make some progress against, you know, dashing around and being time pressured to get things finished. It's a difficult one, can be. There we go. Right, hopefully. Let's get Mr. Worker on it and see how much he misses. Yeah, he's going to go over at a slightly different angle. So there'll be a little patch to do at the end. Actually, not too much. And it actually looks like that was my terrible driving rather than the angle that he's taking, because actually he's joined up again. Cool. Looking good. Like it. Hey, Julian. I'm good, thank you. How are you doing? Just leaving a worker to do that field. Right, let's jump through somewhere. Here he is. We'll get Mr. Big Massey Ferguson with our rather empty looking lizard slurry spreader, and then we'll nip down to the pig farm. Yeah, and that's the thing. I know, you know, you can do a bit of a balance, can't you? That's kind of the fun of it. You just keep tweaking it depending on what you're trying to do. Right. Get the wheel going. Let's go. I think I keep thinking I should sell some animals. Actually, I've got so many pigs, so I've moved 50, which is at max, into the sort of the raising unit for the piglets, you know, whatever they call it, and I'm now back up to 100 and something odd down at is it Scatterbrook at the pig farm. Crazy. So I think I might sell some pigs, even though they're only little, they're not worth much. I mean, the speed they're reproducing, it's just nuts. Yeah, I might do that actually. Maybe sell some crops actually. It's the one thing I never seem to have time to do on this map, is sell crops. But it's fine, because at some point we'll finish the series and we'll sell it all. Make loads of money. The thing about this map, it was always a filler. I really fancied playing it. I'm sort of between Peterville and something else, and I just fancied a change. So that's why we've got tons of money. I'm just sort of holding on to it for the next map, really. Right, here we go. I hate trying to sneak out of this corner. It's not easy. Stick my nose out, stick my nose out. Well, he's coming, but he's slow, so you know what, we'll just go. Otherwise we'll get stuck behind him. Okie dokes. Right. So yeah, so I've used up what tiny little bit of digestate there was. So we'll go and get some slurry from the pigs. And I thought this should work, I think. This has just been limed, so I'm kind of hoping we should be able to put another layer of fertilization on it. Yeah, really? That's 24,000 litres? Goodness, what on earth is the capacity of that then? Crikey. Where's the, actually, you know what, I don't even know where the... I haven't even taken anything out of here yet. Where's the thingy point? Oh, is that it there? Yeah, looks like it. Okay. That worked well then. See if we can get... It's actually going to stretch. Oh, just about. Oh, a little bit of clipping, but not too bad. Yes, thank you very much, we'll have that. It looked more impressive if there was actually enough slurry in there to be actually covering the pipe. So it looked like it was in the slurry, which is actually at the other end, but never mind. Put the pipe away, which I can't see. Is it away? It's getting there. Whenever you're ready. Okie dokie. Ooh, we need to come and clean up the pig food as well. Look at that. No broom. Ah, them trees are starting to look really good. I likes that. Yeah, so it's a bit patchy. Actually, no. Oh, no, it's doing it. Yeah, a little bit patchy. So there's obviously bits that it seems to think has got enough already before it's actually planted, but that's okay. The more we can get done this time out, the better. Because I'm fairly certain I've already done slurry on here. But that might have been, I think I ploughed it and then relimed it, so that might have been before that. Oops. It's a big old field though. I don't think 24,000 litres is going to be anywhere near enough. Mind you, we should have plenty of digestate by tomorrow, because I'll put one lot of bales into the biogas plant tonight. The other lot, because I've just done them this morning, won't be ready till tomorrow. But we'll get one lot today. Oh, there's our new field over there in the distance, starting to look quite green. It's like our worker's still going, is he? Oh no, is he finished? Did I miss the notification? I must have been busy. Oh no, he's still going. Right, well, how close is the trigger? Pretty good. Yeah, we're barely going to get around the field actually. Good grief. Wowzers. Okay. So how is, let's have a look. Let's see, so if I do that, okay, that's why it's not taking it. Some bits of it are already fully fertilized. Really? That's really odd. Okay. Yeah, you get pretty good money from it actually. This one, and this is actually a pretty good biogas plant too. So yeah, so the money's not too bad, but the great thing about this one is the amount of money you get for when you manure and your slurry, but also where it really excels is potatoes and sugar beets, which is pretty cool. Is that a normal titch? I think on Jim's I'm getting, mind you, that's for manure, is it? So because I'm getting, it's like, I think silage on Jim's is like 1200, but I am on easy, so that might be why. I generally play on easy just because of lack of time, so it's a speedier return and progress. Ah, yep, okay. 270 for silage, goodness, and I'm getting 1200. Wowzers. $270 seems quite low actually, because standard it's 600, isn't it? Or maybe again, maybe that's just because I'm on easy. I suppose it could be, actually. It's Jim being generous. Ah, okay, gotcha. Oh, I thought I was going to make it round. Oh, we'll get most of this done actually. We'll finish off this section and then it'll just leave the main bit to do, which actually isn't too bad. Oh, actually no we won't, there's hardly any left. Come on piggies. Hey, I don't want to sell any piggies, they're not making my slurry fast enough. I suppose the alternative is I could stop giving straw to the cows and get them onto slurry instead. That is an option. Actually, while we're here, I might as well clean them up as well. Actually, that's done. Not even enough for that. Oh well. Never mind. Well, may as well leave this here, because as we're all out completely, down here is where I'll need it next. Yes, I'm thinking of doing that actually. That's crazy. On the other hand, I'm at a quandary what to do with my digestate actually, because yes, the price that Missy B gives for it is nuts. On the other hand, I was planning on doing a lot of slurry spreading on No Man's Land, so slurry and digestate, and I've got hundreds of thousands of litres of digestate currently at the BioGasPlant. I haven't used any yet. And before you ask, yes, twin wheels is a bit of an oddity to have for a tractor that you're just using as a yard tractor, but they magically appeared. Not 100% sure why. At one point I opened the shed and there they were. It had magically multiplied the rear wheels, which I thought was really clever. And given that I haven't got a workshop point down here, I frankly can't bother to change it. Very strange. Aye, that's true, Tits, you could. Right, there we go. That's that. As I leave this out, I dare say I shall use it again a bit later on for something else. In fact, the advantage of having this down here is actually I can just jump to it tomorrow. I don't need to drive down here with another tractor to spread the slurry. My son is waving at me. I'm assuming that means he wants to say hello, despite the fact he's sat far too far away from the microphone. Oh, safety first. Never leave your hydraulics up. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. I was going to until Missy B put her. Titch says hello. Until I was going to put until the Missy B sell point came out, and the price for it's so tempting. It's so very tempting. Right. So how's our... Alright, the air temperature is gradually rising, so there's an outside chance that before the end of the day our soil temperature will be at the magic number of 10 degrees, and we stand a chance of being able to do some planting. Sorry, what?
Tractor's a little big.
Tractor's what?
They're too big for the road.
It is quite big for the roads, but it's also quite hilly around here, so I needed a biggish tractor. And anyway, it's cool. It's a green Massey Ferguson. It's awesome.
That's because you chose the colour.
Ooh, great demand at Harbour Shipping Dock. For what? For sugar beet. Well, that's very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, because you don't have much sugar.
I don't have any sugar beet, so that is of no use to me at all. And anyway, it would be better value for me to sell it at the biogas plant, so it's a bit pointless. Actually, prices. How are we doing for prices? Gypsy Hill stores for soybeans isn't bad. It's dropping, but it's a decent price. Aye, that's true, Julian. It should be all right. Yeah, we'll do it this afternoon. Actually, crikey, the air temperature's going up fast. It's just jumped another 2 degrees. But then it's, you know, early summer. The sun is shining. Right, okay, we're going to overtake you, Mr. Car, because you're just way too slow. We'll need the chunky tractor back up here, because later on we'll collect the first lot of silage bales. And I think that's probably the right thing, Titch, because I mean the reality is that I'm selling, wow, so many silage bales at the moment. I'm not going to be short of digestate. In fact, I'm actually now, No Man's Land is up to nearly 750,000, just reselling silage bales mainly. So so yeah, so digestate quantities to use and to sell shouldn't be too much of a problem. Right, so.
You should get that clean. It's very mucky.
Sorry, Alexander?
You should get that clean. It's very mucky.
I only cleaned it yesterday.
Oh. It's already got mucky then.
It's already got mucky. Yeah, well, slurry spreading is quite a mucky business.
You are correct. It is. It's a very messy one indeed.
There we go. Okay. How is our worker doing? Where is he? Oi. Hello. Oh, he's done. Excellent. Right, how much has he missed? That's the question.
Oh, only a few patches. That's not bad. A worker wouldn't usually do that.
Slightly odd that...
What, none of it's done?
Well, there's a bit here that's been done twice. I must have had a bit of slurry left over or something at some point. That's a bit weird. But okay. Fine, yes. Indeed, he has finished, actually done a pretty decent job.
That's, a worker wouldn't usually do that of a good job, would it?
Where does that track go? Goes down there. We could go to field 9 that way, but it's a really long way around.
Or at least the animal do.
So some user. Am I doing pellets on here? No, not yet. But I could do. I could do now. It was one of the things that I had in mind, because obviously when I first started on here, you couldn't do seasons and pellets, but actually I could do now. So maybe, yeah, maybe we'll do that. I certainly don't need any more straw bales. I've only got round bales, so I can't shred any. But maybe with what we pick up this year, it might be worth doing. But I'll sell them loose. I'm not sure I'll bother putting the factory in. I was going to, because I've still got some space up on my where my secondary animal area is. But whoa, too fast.
Way too fast.
Way too fast. Okay, let's catch up.
That was a little crazy.
I love driving through here. Should have done some forestry on this map, but never mind. There wasn't enough time over the winter. Which is the other thing with 3-day seasons. You don't get anywhere near enough snow.
Oh, and Daddy.
Hmm.
I'm going to go on Farming Sim 17 today. I'm going to do a little work on them.
Okay. Sorry, too busy looking at messages. What? As you don't do login. Okay.
Ooh, see. Hey, is there a beach?
Is there a beach? Probably.
Ooh,
Whoa, that was the entrance to the field. It's funny, I thought it was squarer than that.
we can go to the beach. It's only that way. Whee! And we crashed.
Wow, the brakes on this really suck. Okay.
Oh, you are going downhill, Daddy. So.
Yeah, that's true, Julian. They do take up a lot less space. Okay. Let's bring it out. Hold it out.
Oopsie.
Quickly jump under the boom. Close the gate. Quickly run around the boom or jump over it. Oh, oh. Right. Just for a change, let's go the wrong way. I always go the other way. Let's go this way. It's a cool idea. Yeah, I've specifically set up a field on no man's land, not too far from the factory, so that I can do some more pellets of straw when it's ready. It will be my biogas field, but I thought for now, just I can't remember, I put oats or what on it, something with straw, oats, wheat, something.
Do a little cutting down trees and creating fields.
Sorry?
On Farmers Doing, I'm going to do a little cutting down trees and creating some fields. Although you probably need to teach me how to use the tree cutter thing.
I can't hear you. You'll have to speak up.
You're going to have to teach me how to use the tree cutter.
Yeah, you can use a tree cutter.
Or I could just use a chainsaw. But then that takes ages.
It does, yeah.
Because then you have to like...
But it depends what you're doing. Oh, not getting notifications.
So I mean, fine if you have like at least 3 trees to take away, but if you have at least 10, then I'd say you use a tree cutter.
Yeah.
That's why you need to teach me.
Yeah, I think that's right, Julie. I mean, you can make a lot out of the hay pellets, but I think its value is in straw. Actually making your straw worth something. And as you said, you know, it's much better for silo space. So for your animals over the winter and stuff, it's a good idea. And I think, haven't they fixed the volumes now so it works properly on TMR, in, you know, food mixers? I think. I haven't tested it since. Right, let's go over to the next way around. It's a funny shaped field, this one. Never easy. So you're enjoying GTA Titch then? God, it's been ages since I played one of those. I did used to quite like them. I always found them just got a little bit samey after a while, as you said. The online's a bit like that, but I haven't played the latest ones, of course, which is very different. Though I am just getting back into Red Dead Redemption, which is similar thing, just with horses instead of cars. Not sure why. That's weird. Why did that? Most odd. There we go. So I think we might go and get the planter actually, on the basis that, I think you're right Julian, there's no reason to assume that that soil temperature won't hit the magic 10 degrees at some point today. But we'll get this field done, and then we'll take a look at what else we've got to do. In fact, what we could do, I suppose, not that it's much of a change, but it would be worth doing, is go get the bales off the first field, and then I can get that sprayed as well and get it fertilised, get one level in, because we'll want another cut off that this year. I mean, the reality is I'm going to end up doing a lot of this spraying off screen, because otherwise you're just going to spend the next 3 episodes watching me spray fields, because at the end of the day, whether it's fertilizer or herbicide, it doesn't make an awful lot of difference. It's still just me spraying. I could actually change it up and get a different sprayer, or use a spreader instead for the next lot of fertilizer or something, but beyond that it's a bit samey. This one doesn't take too long. So I guess that's my task for this week then, is to get all the sprays, all the fields done. Can you attach the back of the tanker? You should be able to. You're right, actually. Some of the stuff you can get these days, I think it's one of those that, yes, there was I should have gotten that 3-point attacher mod that came out, right? I haven't really used that. Plus, to be fair, this is I mean, it's less so now I'm streaming it, but technically it's supposed to be my realistic-ish series, as opposed to No Man's Land, where I'm just messing about and doing whatever, like brooms and things that end up on roofs and stuff. I did try weeding by hand on here, it drove me nuts. There we go. There we go. Now this tractor had a wash yesterday, and it sure as heck's going to need another one by the end of the day. Oh, the Missy B tank. God, can you imagine how much that would cost to fill? That would be amazing. I also need to. I was so keen on getting the Man 6x6, and then the new 4x4 came out this week, and it looks amazing. Proper field tractor, field truck, agri truck. Give it some welly uphill. Yeah, it would, exactly. Might be a bit big for this map. But actually that's a good shout though, because that's an idea on No Man's Land. I was going to get the Missy B tanker for moving my digestate. I could just get it for spreading it too. Put the 3-point attacher on the back. But then equally I haven't used a lot of the slurry stuff in game, which is why I thought I'd do that, just to use it. Not to mention some of the modded stuff and, you know, all that jazz. Oh my goodness, could you go any slower? Okay. Seriously? Put your foot down, let's go. Hey, hey. See you later, sucker. There we go. I do hate that signpost, it panics me every time I go past it. constantly think I'm going to hit it. Yeah, fertilizer does go a long way, but you're right, slurry and digestate, not so good. So may as well pop in here and refill. Because we will need it. Wrong button. Okay. Done. That'll do for now. Right, so let's go get those bales off that field. So I'm just having a snack. Been a busy day farming and it's lunchtime. I'm working through my lunch here. Wow, the air temperature's gone up again. Still waiting for the soil temperature to go up though. Yeah, lime's crazy.
Is that meant
Yeah.
to be flickering?
Sorry, what?
Is that meant to be flickering?
The mirror, yeah.
Oh.
Right, so me first.
I can strip the shortcut. John,
Oh, there's the train. Oh, I missed
I
it.
missed it.
Right, so let's put this in the field.
Daddy, I thought sheep like to be roam about the place, but then why aren't they going out the gate?
Because I'm going to shut it.
Yeah, but none of them are near it.
Jump through a couple. There we go. Okay.
Let's go collect the bales.
I knew that was going to happen.
Same.
What is it stuck on? Oh, you swine. Take a wider loop out of here. Okay. It's really? Come on. I've never had a problem getting this out of here before. What are you messing at? And it is a rather tight space for getting such a large trailer out of, but I've done this countless times with exactly the same trailer. Fine, have it your way, we'll do that.
Exactly the same tractor.
With probably exactly the same, well, I don't know, maybe not countless times with this tractor, but I've certainly done it at least once. Anyway, such as FS. Right, let's go get them bales. First lot, ready to take down to the BioGasPlant. Don't eat all of those, please. Otherwise there'll be none left for tea. Jump out again. Open the gate.
Get back in. I'm driving to the gate. What is that flickering?
Don't look in case it catches the trailer. Okay. Drive to the next gate, open the gate.
Again.
Well, gotta keep the sheep out. I'm not going to worry about keeping them out while I do this though. I don't think they'll be that bothered. I've cut all the grass.
Except patches. Like that. Luckily there isn't
Just make sure we are all set. Yep. Okay.
I'm super scared of really loud noises, so there's no way they're going to do anything like that.
That's number 2. Number 3. Oh look, we'll have to collect that one going the other way. Right, give them time to shuffle them back. Looks like, whoopsie, looks like we missed some. Now turned into hay, but never mind. I know what you mean about catching up though, Titch. I've got such a backlog of stuff. I've been too busy to have it on in the background or anything like that. So yeah, quite a bit of catching up to do myself actually. That's not handy. There we go, that's better. Trying to keep up with the mod reviews and the maps. Well, some of the map reviews, I've still got some of those to do, but I'm struggling otherwise. Right, let's go around this way. How many have we got so far? 10. No, not going to fill it. That's a bit disappointing. But whatever we get from this time, we'll take down to the biogas plant anyway, because I kind of want the digestate sooner rather than later. Miss those. Stop. There we go. Try and hit these slightly better. Right. Well, at least we'll get a good number, 15, so at least we're in even threes. So this is now this field cleared.
I'm not sure a sheep would venture onto a train.
Missed.
The train tracks. That would be a little silly.
No, I don't think the sheep will go anywhere near the train tracks. Well, there's a fence there for a start, so unless we get a hole in the fence, we shouldn't really need to. No worries, Julian. Thanks for that. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Good to catch up. Nice to see you. See you again. Take it easy and take care of yourself. There we go. Last one for now. Okay. Go in. Go in. Better if I press the right button, eh? Now. Is it? Because slightly bizarrely. Yeah, it was. Okay. Because it's sort of, I suppose, activate rather than activate. 3, 2, 1, activate. Will you stop with them tomatoes? Seriously. We'll have none left. My son isn't allowed open pots of tomatoes or open pots of cashew nuts, because we just tend to find that they just get eaten. And there's none left for anybody else, don't we? There you go, now the whole world knows. Or at least the 4 people watching, 3 people watching.
The people who watch it.
Right, I'm going to leave these here for now. Well, there is this. This is very true, Titch. Titch says it's better than sweets. I mean, actually, I tell you what, cherry tomatoes, worse things you could like than cherry tomatoes, let's face it. But tomatoes just have a habit of going, don't they, really? But no, as something just to eat lots of, they are definitely better than most things, really. Yeah? Pretty good for you. I should probably eat more myself. In fact, having said that, I'll have one. Of course, they're not as good as homegrown ones, are they? We are missing the greenhouse. This time I'm going to close the gate because it's going to get in the way. Duck. Oh, really? Oh, okay. But it wouldn't let me through. Don't say. Right.
No tractor.
Yep, there's another tractor. I was going to say, is it doing it? But it is. Trees on the edge of this field can be a little bit of a nuisance.
Yes, if we set a worker on here.
No, they just tend to get in the way a little bit. Regardless. Be the worker or not. Crikey, there's another one. It's the thing with tractors, you wait for them for ages and then two come along at once.
The same one.
Same one.
Oh, they look like...
Deja vu. It's a glitch in the Matrix. You won't understand that. But for some people watching, they might understand it.
Crows.
Yeah, the birds are coming to drink the fertilizer. Mm-hmm.
Great.
Tasty.
Except they won't get it because it's going to sink underground.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're thirsty and they just lick it off the top. Nom nom. Which reminds me, it must be nearly gin o'clock.
I love to see them try.
No, what are you doing? Oi, stop it. Hey.
What? That isn't actual fencing.
No, it doesn't appear to be actually. I think it is, but you just can't see the wires. And it just yeah, it is. Look, it's proper. It's very good barbed wire fencing actually, but it's just that the boom's just a little bit higher. That's all.
Oh, so if this was a field for sheep, the sheep think it's...
Yes, the sheep can't get out, obviously.
Well, they think it's not an actual fence. It's just a bunch of sticks.
I don't think they'd get through it.
Yeah. So they walk. They see if they can get out. Ouch. They walk straight into the barbed wire.
When I was a kid and we used to go for walks, we used to pull the wool that was on the barbs on barbed wire fence and keep it. I always used to find little lumps of wool on the fence. Oh, what was that? That was rubbish. Just lift it up a bit. Get it out the way of the fence. There we go. Nice.
Technically like a fake fence.
Sorry?
It's technically like a fake fence.
I still can't understand you. Probably best if you don't eat with your mouth full, eh? Yep. Did you see the same titch? Loads of fun. Those were the days. I don't know what happened to that. We had a sheep skull that we pulled out of a peat bog once. No idea what happened to it. Had horns on it and everything. It sat on the little alcove on halfway up our stairs for ages. In fact, I seem to remember we had to form a human chain to get it out, which was kind of a stupid thing to do when you think about it, but there you go. I miss not being able to go for walks. And I guess when the summer's been and gone and it's not quite so hot outside, we'll go for walks in the mountains, but...
Daddy.
Yeah.
Me, Mummy and Sophie are going to go to the pool. Would you like to come with us?
Sorry?
Me, Mummy and Sophie are going to the pool. Would you like to come?
What, today? Are you? Oh, I was going to go in our pool actually, given the cover's not on. We haven't got that much time left, have we? Just get this lined up. Hey, how you doing? Have you been? Not seen you for a while. Oi, quit it with the tomatoes. Oh, watch your line. Way too much overlap. Mind you, I've not exactly been in amongst the groups so much myself either. Actual. Hang on. There we go.
Take this back to the kitchen.
Yes, put them in the fridge, please. Good boy. Actually, yeah, that's true. No, I had seen you'd been on GTA 5 as well. Have you guys been playing multiplayer together? Right, did I see we've missed a tiny little patch? I think so. Yeah, we did. Oh, that soil temperature's just refusing to budge. You know what? I think we should just plant the corn anyway, because if we don't do it today, it'll be too late regardless. Might as well just get it in the ground, really. Because if I don't plant it today, I won't be able to harvest it, but I desperately need it because we're going to run out to the pigs.
Are we on seasons?
Yes, we're on seasons, which is why timing is a problem. Corn needs 10 degrees centigrade soil temperature to germinate, and at the moment the soil temperature is only 8 degrees, but the air temperature is up at 15, so we've every reason to assume that by the end of the day the soil temperature should be right for germination, so we should be okay.
Hey Daddy, there's a sheep waiting for that. Daddy,
Sorry, what?
There's a sheep waiting for the fence to be opened.
You reckon he's waiting? Nah, he's given up, look, because the tractor's coming through, he's walking away, he's going, oh, I'm not going near that tractor. Holding for wool, actually. Ooh, looking good.
Wool?
Oh yeah, I'd love to give it a go. Night wolf, but I don't know. I so struggle with the number of games I've got as it is.
One thing I like about Minecraft.
What's that?
And sheep. You just grab a pair of shears, hit a sheep with them, and boom.
And you have wool. Oh, that's
Yeah.
quite cool. Alright, so we've got one more full pallet, another half full pallet. We've got 4. Oh, I've got more pallets of... you eat it. Oh, well, while we're here, then we'll fill up. I'd forgotten I got that. Good job I didn't buy any more then, innit? That one clearly wasn't full. What? I'm alright, thank you, Alexander. You have it.
Plus you should check it's full.
Well, that one was full. That's good. So we've got some more. Oh, that's handy. Good to know. I'm glad I remembered that was there. Well, I didn't remember it. I happened across it. There's a difference.
The sheep are running away from the tractor.
Oh, look at that nice sheep. He's eating the leftovers off the ground. That's very good of him. Saves me clearing it up. Right.
You also have to do all that.
So,
You have
I guess
to do all
then.
that.
Sorry, what?
You also have to do all of that mess.
Yeah, I still have to do the rest of that mess. Right, let's see. So we need a planter.
I'm not sure sheep care whether they actually make a mess.
Do we get one that does fertilizer as well? Shall we not bother? Shall we get the new one?
Sure. Wait, what new one?
This one. I'm using it on No Man's Land, but I do love it. There's no point in getting that. That's far too big. Got these ones. Can activate or deactivate fertilization.
Daddy, that...
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Daddy,
What?
That Amazon.
The Amazon.
That one.
Oh, cool. Okay. So we could... Actually, I've not used the V8 for a while. Yeah, that was what I always found with the GTA games, was the novelty does wear off after a while.
I think you should use a new one.
I could do. I do like it. It seems a little excessive for the size of field that we're doing, but I do like it.
Oh, nice.
Let's have a look. How much is it to lease? Whoa!
Is that a lot?
It's quite expensive. The
Yeah,
Lemkin, does that... It doesn't do fertilizer. I don't particularly want one that... You know what? I haven't used this for a wee while, so let's use this one.
That was tiny.
6 meters. It's enough for what we need.
Oh, you could have changed the
We
colour.
will need the extra seed tank with it, because Right, Kel tractor.
You could change the colour of them to make them exactly the colour of that tractor. That sounds like a good plan.
I'm going to drop this down here.
The cows are trying to get out.
No, they're just coming down to have a look. Cows are quite nosy. You know what cows are like. We had cows at home.
Not our.
Well, they weren't our cows, but they were they were virtually on our garden. Right.
Well, they've got some fencing.
In fact, if they were a different colour, they'd look exactly like the cows that were on our field, because they were all coming down to the edge to see what's going on. See if they can nab.
I remember Cleo when she ventured
nab any free grass.
Cows thing.
Yes, our cat did used to go into the cow field and look at the cows.
She got freaked out when she saw a cow.
Right. We got some seed. There is some seed. There's also some fertilizer, which we don't need, but there you go.
Oh, that's cool.
Don't need that. Right.
I think...
What's this? Seed? Oh no, that's fertilizer. Oh really? Yeah, I must get a fertilizer spreader then.
Leo thought that the cows were eating some sort of hair, like cat hair. Because, well...
Right, hang on. So...
grass looks a little like cat hair. Well, it looks like hair.
What? Can it fill from there? Yes, it can. Nice. Brown cows don't produce chocolate milk. No, sadly not. Indeed. Oh, there wasn't a lot left in there, was there?
At least it filled it up.
It did. Switch to the front tank. Oi! Switch to the front tank. Hello? Hello? Or have I got this wrong on the front tank? I didn't do that, did I? Please tell me I didn't do that. Hang on. Seed. Oh, yeah, stoop.
Well, what's it do?
The front tank only takes fertilizer. I don't particularly want fertilizer.
Oh.
That was a waste of money. I hate you, Mr. Front Tank.
Give it back?
Actually, it's seasons and we haven't used it yet, so we might be able to. So we want a seed tank instead. So there's the Kuhn. Or the front hopper. Oh, I haven't used that yet. Let's do that.
Change the colour. Make it the same
Can't.
colour as the
It
tractor.
won't. No, we can't. Well, we can't change that one anyway. Can we change this one? I don't think so. Nah, doubt it, because it's a Kuhn. Oh, what's the capacity of that one? 1500. Yep, let's go for the other one. Mind you, we probably won't need 2,000 litres to be... Ooh, let's go for that one. That one's cool. No.
Aww.
Don't need it with a front weight though.
No, we do not.
And it's silly cheap. And I haven't tried it yet. So
we're gonna give that back.
We're gonna give that one back because I wasn't paying attention when I got it. Just not directly. Actually, yes, I could have got the modded one, you're right. And I didn't think about it, and I have got it installed, which was a bit silly, but there you go.
That was a waste.
Too late. It's fine. I've actually always... It's a terrible colour match, but I've always wanted to try this one. So let's go and... In fact, actually, that's... Oh, you see, that's a bit silly too. Return. Thank you. Actually, I'm not sure you do if you lease it. If you buy it, you can sell it back and you'll get all your money back, but not if you lease it.
Oh yeah, could you like borrow it?
Yeah, because actually we could have got the planter that goes with this front tank, but then I've used that before anyway, so fine. Just not the two in combination. In fact, thinking about it, I've remembered that's exactly what I was going to do, and I just forgot. But never mind. It happens. Do you mind? Especially when you get old, then it really happens. Right, we could actually do worse than to fold the back up. No, just take the plate first, please. Don't try and lift the table with the plate on it. Hurrah! There we go. That looks more promising. Hey, Missy B. How you doing? Wow, green, red and blue. That must be somebody's flag.
I think so.
How you getting on with that distillery, Missy B? Well, the brewery, can't be too picky. I mean, the place that makes malted barley water. I'm pretty sure somewhere through here I have got some seed pallets.
The flag has blue and red.
Yeah, but not green. It doesn't.
White. So isn't it green, blue and white?
No, it's yellow, blue and white, I think.
Oh, do we have any yellow stuff on there?
What we got?
No.
Those two are fertilizer, but we have got... Oh, lots of seed. Okay, I'm definitely glad I didn't buy any then. Okay. Then we're away.
So what are we going to do?
We're going to go plant some fields. What do you mean, what we're going to do?
What do you mean, we're going to? You're going to.
Oh, us together on this journey around the Vales of Shamrock Valley. Or even the Vales of Shamrock, actually, technically. Sorry, not keeping up with the chat. Witness in the woods. Awesome. Hey. Oh, we managed to bed it in the thing. Sorry, that's what happens when you're not paying attention. Right. Obviously. Right, it'd be better as well if I switch to my steering wheel. As usual, habit has taken over.
Yeah, I think you should switch to the steering wheel. You say wheel control. Steering wheel is better. Oh, another tractor.
Another tractor with yet another slurry spreader. They do like... It must stink around here because they do like to spread a lot of slurry, says he, having spent the morning spreading slurry. I think you might need to turn it down to... Don't you know, just turn the old time down a bit. Suddenly 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm not too sure how that happened.
Oh, train track.
Mind you, I'm going to have to go soon, aren't I? So let's go get the corn done. Whoa, sorry, that was close. Crazy driver.
Really crazy.
Ooh, look, that field's growing. That was brown the last time I came past it.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
So I'm pretty sure it was. That was this... Actually, no, it might not have been. It was yesterday.
So why
Definitely was yesterday.
That's strange.
Looks clearish that way. It's clear enough that way.
We don't want any silly drivers coming and bashing into us.
No, exactly.
Like I got to the end of the map, I didn't know it was the end of the map, and I had piles of cars behind me. I had to reset the tractor.
I made the slight mistake yesterday of leaving one tractor by the side of the road, and I thought I'd pulled it right off, and oopsie, I thought I'd pulled it right off and out the way, and turns out I hadn't, and you should have seen the tailback. It was crazy.
Well, what happened?
It was a massive tailback that was crazy. Did you not just listen?
Yeah, so there was a little
Oh, I haven't cultivated this field.
You've only cultivated half of it.
No, I haven't cultivated any of it. That's ploughed. Oh, I can't be doing with that. No, then we need to cultivate it. That's just not good enough.
Oh, great. We also missed some patches.
Well, that's because we didn't have enough slurry. That's all right. We'll fix that next time. Right. Okay. Do I have a cultivator at the moment? Let me see.
I hope you do.
No, I don't.
No.
Have I got one leased? No. Okay.
Great.
What's cool we've not used before?
Ooh, that one.
You know what? I do like that one, and I haven't used it for ages. I haven't used it on 19.
Hey, Dad, you know the one I had?
Well, you can have that one on 17. It was my favourite on 17, the Disco Lander. It's awesome.
This one?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't need anything that big. I didn't mean that.
Let's jump back a couple of tractors.
I didn't mean that one. You know my plough?
Oi, open the gate.
You mean my...
Yep.
I was thinking about my plough.
I can't hear you from over there, Alexander. I've got my headphones on.
The seeder plough.
Huh?
The plough thing.
What about the plough thing? Oh, you mean no? I don't need that today. The field's been ploughed. I need to cultivate it, not plough it. I know what you mean. I'm going to get that on No Man's Land. You mean the one with the packer, the Cavernland, right? Like yours? Yeah. No, we're not getting that today. Right, quick! It's a cultivating emergency.
We forgot
Can't believe
to cultivate a
I know.
field.
Can't believe I forgot to cultivate that field.
I know.
Not sure how that happened actually. I suppose because I limed it. I thought, oh, it's ready. It just needs seeding, but no.
Whoopsies. Correct.
Really got enough space to get round past that, so we'll go around the other side of it.
That is a very cool plough.
Now in a very unfortunate position.
It's now broken. It's never gonna work. There might be some recreation of it.
Right, quick. The beacon's on. It's an emergency. Flash, 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 flash.
Get out of our way, car. You can see the beacons are flashing.
Let's do this.
Flashing? No. It's an emergency. The cars don't seem to care about these things. I'm not sure they're worth it. We're going at 53. Slow down.
Well, I'll try and take this at a much more reasonable speed this time, instead of driving like a complete loon.
You are a lunatic.
Here we go. Not far. Oh, I tell you what, talking of driving and wheels, Snow Runner with a wheel is awesome. And by the time they've sorted out the force feedback, it will be excellent. At the moment, the force feedback doesn't work. You have to basically, I mean, I haven't tweaked it too much, but the only way I could get it to work was to switch it off completely, because otherwise it was just too heavy. But it's amazing. Here we are. See, that was quick. Right. Unfold it. Don't need those anymore. Lower it down. And we're away. Crikey, it goes some as well.
Maybe we should do something like
Oh, look, churning all that slurry in. Good soil. Probably don't really need the lights on, do we? Yeah, so I've got, so actually and at this point in time SnowRunner only supports the G920. So if you're on Xbox it's the G920, if you're on PS4 it's the G29. So I've got the G29 and actually I really like it. There are other wheels obviously. After a lot of research I discovered it was the only one I felt comfortable spending the amount of money it cost, because goodness me they're expensive. The other nice thing about the G29 is the pedals that come with it. It's a full set, so you get a clutch, brake and accelerator, and the clutch works in SnowRunner. At the moment SnowRunner only supports the G29 and the G920, whether you're Xbox or PS4. The reason the G29 and G920 are slightly cheaper is because they use the drive for the force feedback is gear based rather than belt based, so it's a little bit more, it's a bit rougher, it's not quite as smooth, but it doesn't bother me. Just feels to have plenty of weight. No, so you have to get the shifter separately, but actually it works quite well actually on SnowRunner, and they've mapped it really nicely. So you use the you push the clutch down to, you know, as you would do whichever button it is on the controller to access changing gear, and then you just use the D-pad on the left of the wheel to change gear, which doesn't feel too, once you get used to it, actually feels fairly intuitive. So yeah, I think they've done a pretty decent job with it. I say the only problem at the moment is you have to turn the force feedback off, because I tried setting there's loads of different settings for how it adapts to mud and, you know, whatever else. So I'm assuming once they've got that right, then the effect of it will be amazing. You'll really be able to feel what's underneath the wheels. But with it on anything other than just all of the force feedback settings off, I couldn't turn the wheel. It was just too heavy and would immediately snap back all the way around to the right. So yeah, it's weightless, which is not great, but it's still a very nice way to play the game, as it is on farming, by the way. But yeah, shifter would be quite cool, but then I'd run out of space because I've got the side panel as well. If I had a shifter as well, that'd be really complicated. Mind you, I wouldn't use the two at the same time, I suppose. There's a plane.
Yeah, so a plane. Why you use?
Yeah, and that's the other challenge. Plus, it's the what do you put it on to make it work? So just a minute, Alexander. I've rigged something temporarily. I might yet make myself a frame for it to put it on, but right now I've got a piece of wood clamped to a coffee table, which works quite well. So it's not too bad. And then actually I leave it out the weekend, which is really the only time I get to stream at the moment, and then during the week I put it away and I just use the controller whenever I get a minute. It's not too bad. I put it back in its box, put it in the cupboard under the stairs, along with the piece of wood that I clamp it to. Right, so let's come up and down here. Now, dare I put a worker on this, or is it just going to mess up?
I think it's probably going to mess up.
I think it probably is going to mess up, but on the basis that I'm going to be seeding as well. Actually, you know what, if I take it all the way down the field, we'll do this bit here, and then actually we can leave the worker to go up and down the field.
So realistic.
Right, so now we'll do it properly. Lift it up.
Makes everything look so more realistic.
How's it handle for FS? It's lovely. The weight is just nice. There's no force feedback as such, but it is weighted and it feels nice. I love it. It's much easier to control than trying to use, you know, sometimes, especially it's less on the fields, and I do sometimes find myself defaulting to the controller if I'm doing something complicated, like, you know, anything that requires a lot of back and forth or reversing a lot or things like that. But but on the roads and relatively simple stuff on fields like this, it's absolutely lovely. Because it just feels so much more natural. And with the side panel as well, when I remember to use it, because again I'm still spending my weeks using a controller because I can't leave it out all the time, it just takes up too much space. It's brilliant. It's so easy. Still miss that patch, but never mind. The only thing is with FS is that there are certain things you still need the controller for. Mind you, I did figure out the other day, which button was it? Was it this one? No, is it this one? Somewhere I found the... Yeah, I don't remember. Somewhere I found the button that actually gets you into the store, which I hadn't come across before, which was a bit of a bonus. I thought I'd found it on the wheel, and now I can't. So there are a couple of buttons it doesn't use, but on the whole, it's nice. The only slight snag with it on SnowRun at the moment is, of course, because there's no force feedback. It doesn't auto center, and so you have to look down at the wheel to figure out whether it's straight or not. Which, if you're playing first, it's not a problem if you're playing third person. If you're playing first person, which I'm now starting to do, because actually first person with a wheel, a SnowRun is a completely different game. It really is. It's so good. And again, you need a controller handy if you're going to use cranes and manual loading and stuff, but other than that, pretty much everything's mapped. It's really good. Yeah, it was my treat to myself when we hit lockdown, because I knew I was going to be playing a lot more. So I thought, well, you know what? If I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. So I got the side panel and the wheel. I've been wanting to do it for a while, so. Right, Mr. Worker, let's see how you cope with this. And then I can go and start planting. So just watch him for a minute, make sure he behaves himself. Oh, he's going to miss a bit, he's going to miss a bit. Oh, you swine. Oh well, fine. Yeah, but I'm going to start planting.
Hey, Mr. Worker, do a better job. Behave yourself.
Problem is, I'm not sure I can trust him actually. If I start planting, and I suppose I don't need to do the...
Hey!
I'm going to take him off. Let's do this bit.
Yeah.
If I start going up and down rather than worrying about doing a headland, and I'll do the headlands at the end. Otherwise, there's just a risk he'll just go, ooh, that bit's not cultivated. I'm going to cultivate it out when I've just seeded it. And that would be annoying, to say the least. Might cause me to say rude words.
Just the workers here. No offense to the workers, are terrible.
No, you can be offensive to the workers because they are terrible. I mean, you know, was it late winter last year? I had to go and rescue a plough out of the river because the worker had managed to lose it.
What, out of that river?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
You can never trust these workers.
Never trust these workers. Nope. No, you got no tea and biscuits that day, I tell you. Right.
You'll get some tea and biscuits if you do a good job. That's the only time
Cool.
you're going to get tea and biscuits.
Maybe that's the problem. Perhaps if I paid my workers something more than tea and biscuits, maybe they'd do a better job.
Maybe. But maybe they're just very bad.
I wish this tyre pressure system actually worked. It's very cool, but it looks good.
What's it? Why? What would the tyre pressure mean?
It's so that you can inflate and deflate your tyres from inside the cab. It's pretty cool. In fact, I could do the same thing on my car actually, which you can get, but it's ludicrously expensive.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. You should join the... No, they shouldn't join the union. Definitely don't want them in a union. Can you imagine? No, definitely not. If they want something more than tea and biscuits, we're going to have problems. Just thinking, yes, this is the cornfield, so that's okay. Uh-oh. We're going to fall out. Right, okay.
Daddy,
Let's try and improve that line somewhat.
Why isn't the worker there?
Sorry, what?
The worker's not there. And he's probably drove the thing into the lake again. Let's go have a look. Oh.
Please don't go in the river. What's he doing? Completed his task. Oh god, have I got to start him from the other end? Oh good grief. Oh fine.
You can never trust a worker.
TP system? What's the TP system? What? Please start the engine first. Alright, I haven't just got in. Give us a minute. Alright, tell you what we are going to do though.
We should put a fence there.
Actually, we could put a fence there, I suppose, but that'd be actually quite fiddly on this map because it's not a very level field. There we go.
Yeah, but then now it's not going right and stuck into the river.
So if we start them at this end, because it's a funny angle, they should work. But we'll take another line out so he's got more space. And gradually take this corner off. And I'm going to take another line off at the top because he's already starting to miss bits. Oh, sorry, wrong button. There we go. Down we go. Oh, I see, tyre pressure. Duh, sorry. Aye, that's true. Mind you, you can get mods to do all that kind of stuff actually, but again only on PC, right? Because there's the there's a mod for sort of mud mod, if you like. There's a mod about that takes into account the traction of the wheels and all sorts of stuff. Right then, Mr. Worker. Go for it. Fingers crossed. Okay. And down. I probably could have got away with a bigger planter in reality. But it's fine. I like this one. I've not used it since I was on Felsborough. Oh, I missed a patch. That's no good. I'm not having that. Right, I'm going to take this down here. We're going to do this corner so that we are well away from the silly worker. PC's overrated. I think it would. I'd very quickly get very lost. I'd be a kid in a candy shop, download every mod there was and completely clog up my hard drive. I wouldn't be able to pick which map I wanted to play on because there'd be too many to choose from. I struggle enough as it is on console. PC will drive me crazy. As it is, I find myself downloading mods and then thinking, yeah, but I haven't used that on the you know, from main base game yet. There we go. Not that I needed to do a headland, but whatever. Work seems to be doing all right. What's nice about console, depending on where you put it, of course, you don't have to. And these days you could have your PC connected to your computer, but what's nice is I'm just sat in the sitting room on a relatively comfy chair. It's not quite so comfy when I'm using my steering wheel because I have to sit in a different chair, but you know, sat on the TV, nice. And not drinking my tea, which has probably gone cold by now. How are we doing for seed? Oh yeah, we're doing fine. Goodness, yes. So we're going to put corn in this field, and then we've got that odd funny little field, not the really funny little field, but the one next to it, whatever number that was. I'm going to put soybeans in there. I was going to originally put poplars in, but that's quite a lot of work, and I'm not even sure they grow fast enough. Hey, Foo Farmer, how you doing? That's cool, man. So in PC, you're continuously upgraded. Well, and this is the problem, right? Yeah. And my experience of PC gaming is that there's always something that doesn't quite work properly. That's always because I never really had a proper gaming PC, to be fair. But or there was always a game that you didn't quite have enough power for because something new came out, and you know. So yes, the other thing is, you know, console you just plug and play and you're pretty much away. Until of course you have to get a new console, which then becomes a very expensive business. But no more expensive than buying a new PC, so. Except that you do need a PC as well if you want to do other things with it. So. How you doing, Foo Farmer? Not limited to mods, no. Yeah, indeed, this is very true. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what the difference would be on the new console. When it comes out, I shan't be rushing to buy one, I have to say. But on the other hand, no doubt there'll be some game that I go, oh, I have to get that. So, we'll see. In the meantime, there's more games that I could possibly cope with that I want to play on here. Some of them I already own, so we shall see. Caffeinated and happy. That's all you need. Yep, I have to say I'm feeling a little bit more awake now than I was. I'm pretty sure my 2 pots of Turkish coffee probably helped.
2 pots?
2 pots. I know. Takes 2. One just is not enough. Especially after the 2 weeks I've had. I mean, not at the same time. Obviously, I had one with my breakfast and one with my lunch. It's fine.
Good. So I was thinking
Ah, cool.
both at the same time.
No. Well, I do sometimes if we're in a restaurant. You're on PS4. Awesome, Food Farmer. That'd be great. Multiplayer it is. I was actually just saying, guys, a little bit earlier when Titch was on, we should try the event map. We should try the event map sometime. Because that looks kind of fun. Just get a little group together and give it a whirl. Because it's really small. It just takes up hardly any space as well. So it'll be quite a fun one to do. As well as proper multiplayer, obviously. Well, you've got to give it a go. Oh, I didn't quite get that right, did I? So let's come over and we'll mend that line later. Is that worker finished? Did I miss the notification? Yeah, looks like it. Come on, you can do it. Wow, really? It's not that steep. Got a bit of wheel slip. Look at that. Talking about a snow runner.
I think that's what this is for.
Don't. Right, so we'll leave a work on that for a second. I will jump out and get out of the way. Oh, I missed a bit. Never mind. And let's see. Oh, yeah, quite a few patches to do, so let's get those done. We should do some SnowRunner multiplayer as well sometime. Actually, I'd quite like to come on your No Man's Land. Is that your No Man's Land, Titch, that you're doing that on? I'd quite like to. Oh, there he goes. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's fine. He's in a big enough tractor he can get out this time, which is quite amazing. That's quite funny. Right, let's get this out the way then.
Ooh, the workers are actually being good and getting themselves out so that you don't have to get yourself. Get them.
Can't drive across too much of the field with a heavy tractor. There we go.
Good idea.
Definitely needs a wash now. Now is he going to have wheel slip too? Yeah, he is. Look at that. Wowzers. Yeah, I'd quite like to see it. That'd be cool. Which way is he going to reverse? I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. Oh, and there's traffic problems.
Why?
Not sure why.
That dude stopped.
Why is he stopped there and why they stop? Oh, whatever.
Not our business. Like I said, it's not our business.
Right, fire the worker. I mean, give the worker a break. Have to be careful. The unions are listening. Well, you need to be on. Have you joined PS Plus, Foo? That's your first. That's your first thing to play multiplayer. Yeah, and then you just need to send invites to your PSN ID.
Oh, Daddy, good question. When does the PS store come out?
When does the PS Store come out? What do you mean?
Of like
The sale, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, Alexander. Whenever there's a sale on,
When was the net last time?
we'll have a look, okay?
And I think you know what that game is, don't you? Right?
Sorry, what? Alexander, I'm watching chat on there. I'm trying to do this and vaguely hear what you're talking about.
Fine, I'll sit next to you then.
That would help. Then they can hear you too, maybe, just about. And then maybe they can answer your question.
There's something on the PS4 sale that I think you might I think you might know what it is.
Well, we'll have a look, okay?
But
Not right now.
It might be on. I think you can guess it.
There is actually a sale on at the moment, but I had a quick look through it and there wasn't really anything of that much interest.
What was there?
I don't know. Can we talk about it later?
We'll have a look at it.
Not now. No.
No, not now. Later.
Shush. Crikey. Sorry. Someone's feeling chatty. What was I going to say? Yeah, you look me up, food. Mine, I'm just not yet dead. Same. Easy. And lift. And on that, I probably better go and help Mummy with the tea, I suppose.
Mummy's not making tea.
Thought you lot were going to the pool.
Mummy's busy.
I guess not today, huh? It's a bit late.
You can go to the pool at bedtime, right?
July 6th. What's July 6th? What day is it today? Third? Second? Third. It's the third. It's the third today.
3rd of July.
So what's on the 6th? Night wolf?
Oh yeah. And the game Minecraft.
Well, if this manages to germinate and grow and we manage to harvest it without a rainstorm like we very nearly had last year, then this will be an awful lot of corn, which will be pretty cool.
And then it'll be ready for harvesting.
Well, maybe. When I planted it last year, it was a bit of a guess because in theory I shouldn't be able to plant it using this geo, but it worked.
So let's hope it works the second time.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Now hopefully it won't be quite such a struggle up the hill. It's not quite so steep as you get away from that corner. Mr. Patch. Only a little bit. We can live with that. Oops, bumped into something. Ooh, wrong button. For the monthly, yes. Oh, good shout. Do we know what? Yes, we do know what this month's are, right? Did I see an email about that? Oh, okay. Oh, the line. Oh, pretty good. Not bad at all. I'll say this much, Nightwolf, getting a line and sticking to it seems a lot easier with a wheel than it does with a joystick on a controller. He says, completely messing up his line, but no, I think we're alright for the most part. Just you've got that slightly more analog control. Go. I do like this tractor. It does a good job, most things. Oh, what, the new PSN games? No, unfortunately it's not. What he's talking about is he's saying, Daddy, when's there a sale? When's there a sale? When are you going to buy me a new game, Daddy?
I was thinking about Minecraft.
I know you're thinking about Minecraft. I'm well aware of that fact.
Because it's a little like one of the blocks.
But you also need to bear in mind that you were wanting the Asterix game as well, weren't you?
Yes.
Yes. So, you know, maybe one at a time, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We'll see. Let's have a look later. Yes, my son has just discovered the wonder that is Asterix, and I totally encourage that. And it's nearly his birthday, so he'll be getting one of the Asterix games, if he's good.
And getting an Asterix book.
Oh my goodness,
Asterix
and maybe getting an
Gladiator.
Asterix book, Asterix the Gladiator. Well, we'll see. I need to hunt around the house.
Asterix in Switzerland.
How long have I had the wheel for? Asterix in Switzerland, this is a good one, actually. We could get Asterix Switzerland. How long have I had the wheel? Will you stop it? How long have I had the wheel? I don't know, month? 6 weeks?
No, at least 6 weeks.
Don't know,
No.
kind of hard to tell.
At least a month.
At least a month, oh definitely at least a month. Yeah, actually easily. Where are we now? Beginning of July. Yeah, I probably got it in May. I can't remember if I got it just before or just after my birthday.
No, I think it was meant to be a birthday.
It might have been before my birthday actually, so it
I
was.
think it was meant to be a birthday present, but it came a little early.
It wasn't really, but
It could have been. So it would have been.
probably had it a couple of months. Getting on with it. I was thinking actually I must try some project cars too and see if I can get used to it.
Oh, yeah, that's not.
Try and get some practice with it.
Yeah, good idea. I'm rubbish.
And also I was rather disappointed. I was going to get Dirt Rally 1 because it was on sale and I missed the sale. It was £8 for the base game and the VR add-on, both.
VR.
Yeah, and how cool would that be? And then I missed the sale, and now the base game alone is £16, and I'm just not. I'll have to wait for it to be on a sale again. But never mind. So in the meantime, I should get more practice out of Project Cars.
Daddy, so you said there was a sale today, right?
Sorry?
You said there was some sort of.
There is a new sale, but it depends on what's in the sale. Hi Miguel,
Later.
Maybe, okay, just hi Miguel, I'm afraid I'm on single player, not multiplayer at the moment. I'm sorry for that. And I'm actually probably going to finish as soon as I've done this field. We'll end the stream, because it's what, 6:20 here, so I better go and help with some tea. What? Don't put me off, look, I've messed up my line. What was not a bad line. How you doing, Miguel?
What do you mean? It's completely straight.
No, it isn't. Pretty sure it's not completely straight. Well,
Kind of.
it's not too bad, I suppose.
That's all like it. Oh, Daddy, when we wanted to open, and we got that minifigure thing.
What?
We haven't got the minifigure thing yet.
No,
There's
I know.
something really funny. It was a giant, almost creepy teddy thing.
Okay, we talk about it later, okay?
Okay.
another tea person. Is that tea as opposed to dinner? Is that as opposed to a person who drinks tea, right? Yeah, it is tea. Dinner's something very different. Thanks, Fu, got your request. Yeah, tea, dinner or supper, right?
Supper.
Not supper.
Supper.
Definitely not supper.
Supper. It's supper time.
Yeah, I don't really get supper. Yeah.
It sounds like sup. So
Well, it is, that's where it
sup
comes from.
soup.
Yes, someone sups soup, exactly, that's where it comes from, supper. You sup your food.
Yeah, that's why I don't get it.
No. Wow, why is that just switched off? Hey, that's really weird. How peculiar. I pressed the wrong button.
Don't you dare drive into that.
The
You're never going to get yourself out.
the sensitivity of the chat's a bit weird today. That's the most number of completely non-argumentative, non-contentious comments that I've ever had to release. That's really peculiar in one chat. Yes, Alexander, can you
Would
just...
you like to go for a swim?
Sorry, what?
Would you like to go for a swim?
We might do in a minute, but we'll have to see. I'll get to go and help T.
Very.
So you've got 15 20 minutes if you want to do
Tea time for me is dinner time. Yeah, you see, dinner's kind of a special tea, isn't it? Or a meal, a specific meal. Because dinner could be your Sunday dinner, could be lunch. You could have a dinner at lunchtime. That's your main meal, right? It's just one of those things, really. But of course, technically, tea is high tea. It should be sandwiches and little cakes and things like that. Right, I'm just going to go along the edge.
What, like a party?
Kind of like a party, sort of, but a bit posher. I like a posh party.
I'm going to play a little Minecraft.
Okay, yeah. My son's going to play a little Minecraft on the Minecraft. He's so deprived that he had to make himself Minecraft out of card. Despite the fact he's got it on the Kindle.
Actually, no, I don't. Sophie has it. He doesn't play on her phone.
Yeah, we know Nightwolf, no worries.
Technically, I use Sophie's phone to play World of Blocks. There's a difference.
Right, we'll just go around and finish all these edgy bits
Minecraft isn't on.
that it missed rather, that we missed as we went round. There we go. Just a minute, Alexander. What?
Minecraft isn't on the TV.
Oh, okay.
The World of Blocks which is similar.
Okay.
Although you get to name the world.
Right, so let's fold that up. Still no signs of that soil temperature going up, but hopefully overnight it will do. And I will go up and do, and I can't remember the name of the field. What's the name of the field? Field 15, here we go. So we've done 38. That just needs an extra couple of levels of fertilisation eventually. So we'll do field 15, into which, and I'll change it before I forget, we'll put soybean. And it may not be the best one from a rotation perspective, but it's the last year, so I'm not overly worried. It's fine. We'll do poplars on No Man's Land, or the next map that we do on from this series. We'll see. I'm waiting for Gatehead to come out from MJ Modding, which I think is in progress actually, and I think he's nearly finished it, so I don't know how long it'll be. Might take a while to get through. But that was the overwhelming vote. Overwhelming. That's what Titch and Zeke said anyway. So that's what we're doing. So, and I'm actually quite looking forward to it. So I'm going to call it there for the day, chaps, all chaps and chapesses. Oh, sorry, I'm catching up. Dinner is lunchtime, tea is dinner time. Tea and crumpets. You know what? You're not wrong. Well, you need to do a proper high tea with little cucumber and salmon sandwiches and little cakes and a massive pot of tea, or maybe the odd Bucks fizz. That's what you need. But yeah, so I'm going to carry on this field. Thanks all for watching. It's been a good stream. I've enjoyed it. Oh, really appreciate you all coming on and saying hello and having a good chat, and yeah, makes it. It's really good. So thanks all. Thanks to anyone else who watches later as well. And I'll see you all on the next one. Thanks for watching and bye for now.